just one of those moments again, one of those many moments where it's not really burdensome, heavy, like I feel like I gotta carry something, but it is like trying to be heart heavy or whatever. Oh, Lord bless my heart. When I tell you, I really need God to bless my heart, my whole life. I was just looking at a video with this man, Mr. Dyson, there, and was a homeless man. I guess he became a celebrity once they started viewing his the videos that people were recording when they went to interview him. But he's a homeless man, and he just had his stuff looking real nice and decked out, underneath a bridge, and had a nice little zebra pattern and everything. It's so funny. Like he's a real playboy. Like he had he got a tub, but he had a jacuzzi. He said he had a generator, and that's so funny because things are starting to align. Because I definitely want to invest in a generator, and mine is because I just not because anything like that, but because I want to have one for the house in case power or anything go out, so we didn't lose food or anything. So even like nice little $200 generator. Try to get it off Amazon as soon as I can. Um, but yeah, thinking about that and just how cool he was, and the main thing was he kept on speaking the word. Like there was somebody else that was quoting the Bible and stuff like that, but when he was speaking the word, it was flowing different. Like sometimes I could hear somebody quoting a scripture or whatever, but it flows different when somebody like really take it to heart and they really apply it and they really believe and they really stand on it. So I don't know, I could tell the difference or whatever. Not to knock the other person. I'm glad that she was speaking about it or whatever. I'm not, Lord, that ain't funny. Let me just stop. Um, I'm not gonna knock nobody's relationship with God, how close or how distant they are, or I don't want to say it's non-existent because it's like if you exist in this world, honey, you just got to know that God is real. But anyway, so Mr. Dice, Lord. Then I watched another story, Mr. Beast. Like he does some awesome things. He's a YouTuber. He might, of course, be more. I know he got a couple restaurants or whatever. But he does some awesome stuff. He got a homeless man an apartment, and I mean, plenty more stuff he's done. Too long to even list off a name, but yeah, he got that homeless man an apartment and stuff like that. I thought it was nice. But Mr. Dice was somebody, he was just different. um, but I also got on here and just again, for myself, just this mental note and these reminders that uh, about the 13th or whatever. And again, my daughter was removed from my house. Well, it was right before she was 13. She was actually 12. And, the Bible talks about, well, I don't even know if the Bible talks about that, to be honest. Let me just keep it real myself. But I've always heard that the Bible speaks of the age of accountability. And, before I've heard or, known it to be 12. And so I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it or whatever. But, then of course 13 is supposed to be unlucky and all that. And, right when she turned, not right when she turned 12, but when she was 12, and then was about to turn 13, I don't know if that accountability type thing started where, I'm still her mom. I'm going to pray, but, the accountability thing is not on me, or if it's just solely on her dad, or, I don't know. I don't understand it or whatever, but just going back to the number 13, I was just reading a dream, and I'm going to actually probably read it on here, but I got it saved in my, where I keep my dreams and stuff. And it happened I had the dream on, April the 13th of last year, which this year is almost gone or whatever. And of course, I've been speaking on other videos about the 13th. And so, it ain't significant to me, or it's not like I'm not a a superstitious person. And and I guess now that I look at it, the fact, sometimes I don't see stuff until I look at it again and, whatever, examine it again. And here I am, like I said, this deceased lady's birthday is on the 13th of of this month. Was past, it's no longer, but yeah, and that's supposed to be the unlucky number and all that. Oh, and I guess that she switched it around, called herself Lady Luck, this, that, and third, whatever. Because you're born on the 13th. Oh Lord, have mercy. It's a mess for me. Like it's when I'm now looking at it more, and this is the type of stuff that like I don't even want to be concerned about, and definitely not wrapped up in, but. I will pay attention to stuff. God did tell me to pay attention to certain stuff. Specifically, he told me to pay attention to dates a couple years ago. But yeah. So, and ever since then, I definitely been seeing, mainly why. But I still just don't. I see, but I just still don't understand. It's like I don't know, and I don't want to say a stupor is over me or whatever, but Anyway, so I had these dreams between 3 a.m. and 3:18 a.m. April 13th, 2020. Had a dream that was, and this is the way I said it or described it or whatever. Had a dream that was quite peaceful. Now that I'm reading it and thinking about it, I'm thinking like, I don't know if that was peace. Was that a false sense of peace? What was it? But if I said it was peaceful, I think I want to take my own word for it because I try to make sure that when I write my stuff down, I write the exact mood I feel or whatever the case may be. Or, I had a dream that was quite peaceful that God allowed me to wake up peacefully from. I saw, and I'm not going to name this person, but I saw his oldest daughter in the dream. And I think I said I had seen, and I'm just going to say the nickname that he calls her. I'm not going to say her name on here or anything like that, or even a nickname. I seen quote unquote nickname or something that day. Also, I was on a bus or something at first. It was like alone with a lot of stuff. Then I end up in a 2-story house. That just reminded me I had a dream where Jeep and I was carrying. I gotta go back to some stuff because when he left to go on that truck, and he was in a hotel room. I had a dream about a hotel, but I'll go back to it eventually. Anyway, I ended up in a 2-story house where that dude and that chick, old girl, I'm gonna say old girl, was upstairs. She was doing all the talking and he was laying with no shirt on but had shorts. I think that was white. He looked very healthy. I ain't say very, let me stop lying. He looked healthy, but he looked like he was glaring at me every time as if to say he was better than me. It could just be my perception, the way I took it. Like I remember the look in his eyes, but I do not know the meaning behind it. Like I had trouble with that, comprehending and understanding certain, you know, but once I get it, I got it. But anyway, but they were in a place of, and I put comfort, but I should have said seeming comfort, but yeah, comfort. And I was in the bedroom, able to see. Like I was standing on the side of the bed where the girl was, whatever. I do remember that, and that was from last year, over a year ago. Um, Dude wasn't doing any talking. He was letting her talk, and I kept saying, "I'ma still punch the at a dude." Evidently, I felt there was some foolishness and foolery left. We just used them F words instead of the F words I used then. But yeah, but we talked. And before I left, she was rubbing my heart or rubbing or patting. I was taking cookies and more before I left out. This is the funny part because that's all I've been doing, honey. Snacking, eating, this, that, and that, whatever. He was on the right side of the bed like how he used to sleep with me, and she was on the left. I was also wanting to hit her as well with a bag of something. I don't know if it was potatoes. I don't know what it was. But anyways, yeah, the fact that Bullshit, that lady was born on the 13th. I didn't even pay attention that the 13th was actually, again, that unlucky number or whatever, according to the world or according to people that are superstitious and stuff like that. See, I pay attention, but honey, I really do be living my own little life in my own little world. I ain't even gonna front. I believe it's a protective type thing or whatever that I developed over time, but I really be tuning everything, everybody out. Probably would tune my kids out if I could, if I, you know what I'm saying, if I didn't know any better, but honey, I know better, so, But, so I was always also wanting to hit her as well with a bag of something. He looked like he was content, but he still seemed he had plans and schemes and more. This is the feel that I had of it in the dream. Like, I feel like I could tell that. But it was such a peaceful dream and peaceful awakening where I didn't feel terribly torn, and I just left out. So for whatever reason, God allowed me to feel just peace and just peacefully like go with the flow or whatever, even in the dream or even in life or whatever. And I believe this definitely has played out in life. Trust me, I just don't know how to interpret all of it. But yeah, I didn't feel terribly torn, and I just left out the house peacefully, just taking cookies. And again, this was before all this other stuff happened. And of course, I went to that household on the 13th and all that. And it's like, what am I doing operating anything regarding the 13th? It's like her birthday was the 13th, when she was living. Then, of course, this girl reached out to me when she was dead, but it was on her birthday. Then here, all this other stuff, didn't even on the 13th of January earlier this year. Like, it's so much craziness. But anyway, so I left at the house peacefully, just taking cookies, and then I put in here, what can I say? How could I ever compete? If that person has a nicer place than me and can give him those things. And then I just put the ... I left it at that. She rubbed my heart. Lord knows I don't know with what, but with the palm of her hand, or patted her or something like that. I didn't see wedding rings, but maybe I missed it. Dude did look like a better man by appearances, outer, and maybe had on jewelry. I think I was about to question when the marriage was coming, then I said, keep it to yourself. And she was trying to convince me and assure me that it was going to happen or something. That's when I feel like, damn, I just got to walk away, walk of shame. I lose. So obviously this is what I was feeling April 13th, 2020, because it ain't, baby, because it's not the day, not wasn't down December the 19th, 2021. I don't. But anyway. But I'm still thinking about these things and, this dream, reading this and stuff and being able to reflect on it is still coming up for a reason or whatever. And I really hope it's not to try to get me back into them types of feelings or anything, because I just don't want to feel that. Now, do I want to have feelings and feel for someone ever again? Absolutely. But I do not want to be there with that person and that, you know what I'm saying, that place and all that ever again. Like, that's my feelings, and that's just, I'm hoping that it becomes a firm foundation. Somebody told me they hope I die the other day, honey. I'm hoping this is foundation that I'm standing firm on. But that's another thing that tried to stir up this too. Just somebody just sending them words out to you like you have just did the worst. I'm telling you, it's like condemnation, and it's like, okay, baby, I don't know who's feeling condemned. I might want some material things condemned, this, that, and the third, but I don't be speaking condemnation over people. I barely even feel like that. I don't even know if I've ever felt I want this person condemned. I could have, maybe once, maybe twice, but I don't even think I have. So yeah, hoping that I die and stuff like that. Again, that's like, for somebody to be sitting there thinking that and wanting that, you've got to be all types of miserable. Because even the people that have done the worst things to me, I did not sit back and wait on their death. I definitely didn't sit back and wait on them to be condemned. Now this day, I be feeling like, Lord, I ain't saying condemn them, but I'm just saying deal with them. Absolutely. But anyway, so that tried to stir some stuff too. I definitely broke out into prayer earlier when I was on one of these videos, which I feel like I'm still going to be in prayer. Um, it's just my camera, of course. Let me just double check and see what's going on. But also, so then, um, the little boy was in the little boy who they try to portray him as a grown man or whatever. But and they still out hanging out. I'm just looking at my camera or whatever. Somebody threw some lip gloss or some type of something in my yard. They threw it or either they came up, but I'm gonna check my cameras to see. See if it caught it or whatever. But yeah, the little boy, the so-called next door neighbor or whatever. I mean, he's not my next door neighbor, but he's their so-called grandson or whatever. He's back in town or whatever. And it was so funny too because alignment is definitely going on. Seen something about stress ball earlier on a cartoon, and it's crazy. It's not crazy, but it's awesome because my son just wanted some stress balls. And I watched a movie today with my younger son, and they was talking about stress balls or whatever. But yeah, and then just the fact that I seen the people leave early this morning, and I love when they're gone because you know what I'm saying. It's different. It's peaceful. It's like y'all could just leave the house just like that, and go on about your business long term or whatever. But they was gone or whatever for a while. Well, basically like 9 hours or whatever. And before I went outside, I just knew I was like, oh man, it's not that I could feel them getting ready to come back or anything like that. It was just that I thought that I almost sensed that I could feel them. Like, oh, I could feel when they're about to come. I mean, and it's a good thing. You want to be on alignment or whatever, but when I tell you, I'm like, I do not want to. That's how I be feeling. Like, it's some people I don't want to know y'all like that. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to be on what y'all on. I don't want y'all on what I'm on. I mean, if you do what you do over there and it looks similar to me, cool. Or, vice versa. But I don't want to be on what y'all on, period. I don't want my period aligning with y'all. So I felt like they was on the way, and lo and behold, when I walked outside, went to my backyard and went to the gazebo. About 5 or 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. I know it was like 5 minutes afterwards or so. They was pulling. I could see them get ready to come and get ready to pull in their driveway. And then of course I know what time it is. They still on that traditional type thing where, of course, celebrating Christmas this and the third, and so they get them so-called grandkids like clockwork. And I'm guessing they'll be here. I mean, I really hope that it's short term, or shorter than usual. But I know they'll be here past Christmas and stuff like that, and probably, you know, uh, the break and all that usually the kids get. And so I'm just like, oh my goodness, Lord, how am I gonna make it? Because I still want to go out my door and mind my business and just chill out, just enjoy my life or whatever, and get my life. How I do, go in my jacuzzi, and it's a good thing I got in it a couple times. Did I get in a couple times? I got in it one time, but I had like 2 or 3 bubble sessions. So then also when I got up this morning, I did get up to see that, but yesterday, not this morning, but yesterday, I was still tired and I slept until like 12 o'clock. And I don't usually do that. I usually do get up at least by 10, I'm gonna say 11 at the latest, if ever. But I don't, here lately, I haven't been doing that. And so, yeah, that was just different. Then I had opened the blinds when I got up. And then I tell my son to open the blinds when we get up. And he's so focused on doing that, but he closed the blinds and he didn't realize he closed the blinds. And I'm like, you got to do better. You got to pay attention or whatever. And so, yeah, because that bothered me or whatever. And that's why I can't, right now, I can't do nothing much but pray for my kids. I could be here for them, but I got to pray for them because I'm still trying to get the strength to get myself to a place of functioning like I would like to, not being dysfunctional and stuff like that. So it's tough for me to even naturally encourage them. But that's why I just pray that God continue to ignite and spark on the inside of them that they do what they're supposed to do. And, it definitely even better than me. By outer appearance, by inner and all that. And thank God for it, and I thank God in advance. That's all three of my children, period. Like, it don't matter, what I'm saying, regarding my daughter not being here, I still want the best. I want God's best for her. I want, as far as what God has for her, He know. Um, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get back to the dream, but I'm just speaking on, just flowing, like, my thoughts flowing. Uh, Had a little frustration, definitely, because they was just out there, like, from when, even earlier when I just jumped up, and which, again, I realize now it stirred me to pray. Yeah, I took an action. I said something, but it stirred me to come in my room and pray, and then, like I said, about, 30 minutes to an hour after I prayed, that was part of it. The little boy was coming to town, because I was not thinking that when these people left, that today was the day they was going to get them or whatever. The little boy and the little girl, but my main issue be with the little boy. But I can't front. It's with all of them. But so that was part of it, and I don't know. When I tell y'all I stared that girl down earlier, dang, like, y'all need to correct y'all and fix y'all. I mean, that's literally what this stare was seemingly entailing. Like, y'all need to correct y'all stuff. Y'all need to y'all stuff. Don't let it spill over here. And it's like, honey, you can look off and look away all you want to, but it's still, the fact still remains. So anyway, that stirred me to prayer, and it's a good thing, and I'm thankful. So that was the alignment, and that's why I said them people was pulling up. I said, if it would have been like 5 minutes before, they would have caught me walking out at the same time. And it's like I start moving like that. Like, I be trying to get out the door and wondering when is the perfect time and all that. And God do get me out, you know what I'm saying? Allow me to help me to walk me out. Help me to, boy, I'm not sleepy. I'm in awe, but I'm just still like, wow. But, God moved on me to walk out and get my stuff and all that stuff, gather my stuff or whatever. Because it takes me a while to get out there because I got to get everything that I need so I don't have to come back in, or so I don't have to ask my boys for much until it's time for me to come in. Walkie-talkies, drinks, whatever I need. So, because it be party time. It'd be peaceful relaxation time and outside time. But, yeah, if it would have been 5 minutes prior, they would have caught me, and I do be trying to look at the camera so I can make sure, are they backing in, this, that, and the third. Let me wait till they close their door. Like, literally, I just need to just mind my business. And just need for them to mind their business. But anyway, some type of alignment continuously taking place. I'm thankful. I had just had the dream anyway with the little boy in there, and it was some other little boy, and it was in my backyard, and it was chairs and stuff, like they was in school. They were turned towards the woods, and I was maybe I was looking out my window or something like that. I gotta go back and read the dream. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna read it on here too. But that was like 2 or 3 days ago. So again, that's definitely alignment, but it's like, it's not scary. It's just like, Lord, what does it all mean? What can I get some interpretation? Can I get understanding? I get the dream and then I get the manifestation, but can I get can I understand what's going on? Because at this point, and if that's the case, I mean, if really people, oh yeah, that's what he did say. He mentioned about manifesting. If you gonna manifest something, this the best time. Oh yeah, because December 21st is coming up. They always say, this is that, whatever they were saying. I don't know, the new age stuff, whatever. But yeah, if you gonna manifest something, this the best time. I'm about ready to say, I'm about to take heed, like seriously. Because it's just a couple things, honey, that I need and want and would love. But, I'm going to do what God allows me. Um, and I'm gonna just go ahead and tell this little funny story. My daughter, I guess so called, thought she was manifesting, and I'm not gonna knock her. You know what I'm saying? What she do, how she do, or whatever. But she thought she was manifesting this little boy living in this boy's house, and her daddy paying $50,000 child support and all this. Like literally, this is part of that stuff. And so I asked, I was like, and then she got moved out of here, and I was like, oh, so you try to manifest living in some little boy house, and your daddy paying this, that, and the third, and whatever. And oh God, don't let me forget the other part, a big butt, big breast, and stuff like that, and listening to subliminals, and I'm like. And I don't even want to talk about all that because for one, she claimed, I don't do that no more. I don't do that no more, mom, and this and the third. But I'm not going to take away from her what God allows her to use in this life. But I just want her, I just feel that my daughter knows you need to be submitted to God. You don't need to let that stuff rule over you and stuff like that. But anyway, and it's again, I don't fully understand all of it because I don't try to dabble in stuff like that, or you know what I'm saying. But I did find my daughter always, at times I would go in her room and she was listening to um um subliminal stuff or whatever, and then of course she wanted her lights and stuff in the room, which my son's got some lights in there now. They got like a disco light type thing. I don't know. I'm not really bothered by that. Not saying that, you know, that's the best, but I'm not really bothered by that. Because I just feel like it's soothing, and I like stuff that soothes me. At this point, I don't want to know soothsayers or nothing like that. But I'm not gonna sit here in front and say that I don't like stuff that soothes me. And of course, even as babies, we want stuff that soothes us before we even know it. That soothing is to me is a good thing. It's a gift. But anyway, let me get back to this dream. What else was I saying? And then I'm gonna get to the other dream about what dream did I say? um the dream with the little boy in the backyard. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so he looked like he was on the scheme, whatever, but I felt peaceful, and I was like, what can I say? She touched my heart with the palm of her hand. I didn't see wedding ring, but maybe I missed it. Did look a lot better by the outer appearance, and maybe had on some jewelry. I think I was about to question when the marriage was, and I said, keep it to yourself. That's when I feel like, damn, I gotta walk. Okay, that's what I feel like, except the God-given peace in the dream. And see, I kept on mentioning that peace. That's what I feel like, except the God-given peace in the dream. So I said, that's when I feel like, damn, I just gotta walk away. Walk of shame, I lose. That's what I feel like, except the God-given peace in the dream. As if, like, almost as if, okay, this is what's gotta happen, this, then, third. But you know what? I'm tired of feeling like that. I dare not say I'm tired of believing like that, but I'm tired of feeling like, God, this is what's gotta happen. I gotta go through this. I gotta deal to do this. I got to enter. Yeah, I'm stumbling over that. So, like I said, at this point, it might be something different. But whatever it was, dealt with that. So I said, that's what I feel like, except the God given peace in the dream. And when I woke up, and then I woke up, I don't want to be alone nor without him. And it's tough seeing him laying with someone else, but we all have to mature. Well, should and should want to. So then I went on to say, help me continue to grow up, Lord. It was shown to me for a reason, but there is still something about a man not being able to speak for himself. And that's what it was in a dream. I just noticed that, you know what I'm saying? And him being silent when I'm speaking to her. And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you? Like, what? Where did they do that at? Like, girl, why would you even feel comfortable? But anyway, I'm not going deep on that. My so-called dad was, I didn't write so-called, but at this point, my so-called dad was silent when me and this was his so-called, one of his ex-wives, whatever, got into back and forth, and he ain't with her physically no more. He still tried to have an attachment to her kids or whatever, but no longer together that I know of. Ain't no telling. I'm still learning. I'm still learning sugar honey iced tea. Maybe everybody is together and I'm just the only one won't get with the quote unquote program. I still don't like the thought nor idea that a man has more than one wife, if that be the case, or sharing a man, but in that dream I was welcomed into a place on a different level, second level, place in a place of seeming comfort. Can't recall how I got in or got there or how the dream initiated. I just know I was there, and being in someone's bedroom where they are open is different. Also, she had on clothes. I was talking to her but glancing at him at times. Like, I was talking to her, but I was looking over at him, like trying to pay attention and see what bad signals he gonna send out or whatever. The boys weren't in the dream. Some little girl, maybe my daughter, but being silent. One thing about it is I want to conduct my own affairs. So there was a little girl in the room, and I'm saying it was my daughter, and she was silent. And like now, of course, there's total silence because I'm not, not in communication with my daughter in contact. I am in communication and contact with God on behalf of my daughter, but I'm not. So anyway, some little girl, maybe my daughter, but being silent. One thing about it is I want to conduct my own affairs safely and without interference from others and the way it's supposed to go. So that was that. December 19th, 2020. For some reason, I went on it on December 19th, 2020. Wow, because it's December the 19th. I edited on December the 19th of last year, and it's December the 19th this year. Well, ain't that just some... That is so funny to me. Wow. Wow. Okay, so that was that dream or whatever. And so then let me go to... Oh, honey, a name that I don't even want to put in here. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sitting here and came across somebody old messages, and I'm sitting here trying to see what's popping. I don't even want to see. For one, I got this light dimmed down all the way down. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to look it up myself another time. But anyway, I was looking at these messages between me and this dude back in 2010. I let him spend the night over here. We didn't do anything or nothing like that. God, his feet was stinking so bad. I had took a shower or whatever, and I didn't know what was going to happen, but he ain't bothered with me. He had acted like he wanted to talk to me before, but he just didn't bother with me. He went to sleep. He got up the next morning, and he left. It was all right, except for his stinking ass feet. Anyway, let me not get distracted. Okay, I know y'all lying. Hold on, let me find this dream. Maybe I didn't put his name in the dream. Okay, so this was Thursday, whatever Thursday was. What was that? Sheesh, big sheesh. No, it might have been the 13th or something like that. I don't know, or the 14th, one or the other. So some dream that I was laying on a area I was laying at an area in my house, and it was kind of gloomy outside. I got up and blood started pouring because I was on my cycle, which I was just on my cycle last week. I be trying to end my own cycle early, honey, especially because I want to get in that jacuzzi. But yeah, I just made sure that I was not going to bleed no red blood in no jacuzzi. I'm like, oh no, it ain't happening. So I waited. But anyways, Had a silver belt on with a pattern with flowers in it, and some blood got onto the belt and stained and on a black part as well. It looked like paint. So it looked like red paint on the belt. And I guess the black part of the belt, it kind of looked like when you buy it from a store, they have that plastic part or whatever, whatever. But anyway, I had the belt on, and I think I like took it off, and it. So anyway, it had flowers. It was a silver belt with flowers in it and some blood. This is like a really, really specific dream. Cause, ugh, insane. On the black part as well, it looked like paint. I undid the belt and put it in the bathroom sink. The part drenched with blood. It's like I do with my underwear or whatever, and put water on it. Like I do with any blood-stained clothing. I looked out the window in the bathroom, so I was in the bathroom. It wasn't just any window. To see a bunch of school chairs and desks like a classroom. There was two little light-skinned boys, and I had a hunch who one of them was. Again, it was the little boy next door, whatever. And it's like almost like he got a little brother or something, or there's some little boy with him, because it's like the second time that I've had a dream, second or third time I had a dream about a little light-skinned boy with him. So there was two little light-skinned boys sitting beside one another at a table, and they were turned towards the woods, so their backs were facing me. Yeah, so okay, so they couldn't see me, and that's what I want. I wanted to go call the cops because my yard was filled up with school desks and saw them in the yard. Didn't want them there. Yeah, I didn't want them there. And then I don't know what else. Then I just had that experience regarding my daughter and whatever. So I just leave it at that. But yeah. I know it takes me a while to break down and explain my dreams and stuff like that and be detailed, and I have to talk and throw my ad libs in. I don't know. And I love that about me, and I embrace that about me. And, hopefully one day, I don't want to just say somebody, but, that special somebody, that one, some people call them soulmate, thought it's a whatever, but I want that wherever that vessel is, who God has for me. At times I still be feeling like it's still him, dude, but that's a feeling because of my loyalty and my commitment. And I'll be like, nope, Lord, till death, you know what I'm saying? But people out here wishing death on me. Maybe death need to come quick for that person, that miserable person that, that I'm not even around, not bothering. I'm just over here living my life, and people don't even know the struggle is real. Getting fat, can't really wear no clothes, about eating everything. It's like, don't have my daughter here with me, got my sons, love it and thankful for it, but are you serious? And then you want to still wish death on me? You must, it's got to be a stranger then, because they just, but no, somebody is damn miserable feeling, whether it's feeling or they really living in misery to even do that. And again, it came on December the 14th, so yeah, don't send that over here, cause baby, this the one thing they should know about me. I'm known for sending it right back. Like that thing will do a boomerang and a U-turn, baby. So, but that's how I am. I embrace myself. I love myself. Now I do not love this weight I done put on. Some of it, and when I was like, I'm gonna say 170, 175, that was already pushing it. But this right here, this weight right here, it ain't no joke. It didn't come to play. It definitely came to do definitely some destruction and some other stuff or whatever. But I don't know. I just trust God. I've been trying to still eat my fruit. I be trying not to eat everything in sight, but we shall see. Is there anything else I need to say? I looked up that other dream. Let me see. So yeah, I wanted to find that dream, and I found it. the heck did I do with the devices over here? Okay, I got it. I'm just thinking, like, what other dream that I need to look up. I've been trying to go back, trying to encourage myself to go back through these dreams and stuff. But because a lot of my dreams included him, I just was like, oh, Lord, Lord, please. I just don't want to think about that now. Mind you, I wrote it down so I could refer to him or whatever, but to go back and read all of them, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to do that. So I do. I let God lead me to specific ones, and I'm good with that. Because I don't want to use my energy to go back through all them dreams and stuff. Now, granted, it's very important stuff in there. This is very valuable information and stuff like that. But it's definitely got the blueprints, the keys to life, and things like that in there. But I'm gonna just say alongside, not even really, not even close, not close alongside the Word of God. Cause yeah, the Word of God is the one. That's the one. Because I felt so good when that man, Mr. Dice, was speaking that word, honey. If we had more black men just speaking that word, baby, sharing that word, ooh, it's good to hear females, women doing it. But when I tell you, it was something different about a man doing that. And that man was homeless, and he had a little bachelor pad, but he was, you know what I'm saying, to be homeless and he's speaking and standing on the word like that, and and it was a nice looking black man, older black man, and so I don't know, it was just something about that. And that's what somebody, tried to inform me and let me know. That dude fainted in that one dream I had where he fainted and then his mom sent him somewhere or whatever. But he fainted and she said, oh, well, he didn't have the word in him. And that definitely makes a lot of sense. I never would have thought like that at all. But yeah, that's what it feels like. He didn't have the word, wasn't in the word or whatever the case may be. But that responsibility to still lead and be a man, and especially a man of God, especially if you proclaim that God saved and this, that, and the third, yeah. So, that stuff sucks. And I'm not gonna sit here in front. I still want a man of God. I ain't gonna lie. I want and need a man of God. I don't want nothing less. I don't want nothing counterfeit. And that's what I was proclaiming and saying before. It's times when I be feeling like, no, maybe I need somebody that I can wild out with. But I don't need no excuses, no nothing like that. I need somebody that's going to encourage me and lift me up. I felt good and the greatest even when I was praying with a guy that, I don't consider my husband, but he was trying to get up in there. And he told me he loved me and was in love with me and stuff like that. And he was just like, I'm gonna back off because it's not good for two men to be in love with a woman and all this. And I'm like, well, hold on. Well, where's the other one? See, my thing be going off. Let me see what's going on. But yeah, he was like, we can just pray and then we just get up and go. And I feel like, yes, honey, that's how you take on the day. That's how you supposed to be living out here. Oh, so y'all closed the door? Oh, okay. No, but yeah, the way he said that or whatever, it just was like, ooh. They closed the door, but oh, okay, I know I had her still talking out there. But yeah, probably and just get up and go. And I know I'm about to cut this video on off because if I don't, it's probably gonna cut off on me anyway. Anyway, my camera had kept going off, so I just wanted to see what was going on. Ain't nothing shaking. So I don't know. I don't really care like that. I just care about when my stuff going off and it's being triggered. I want to make sure ain't nobody standing in this front yard. And I just thank God for the opportunity to be able to do it. But so that's why people don't understand. I'm not really losing sleep, but when I'm woke, I'm up doing some stuff. I'm up being productive, and I'm up tending to my garden in the area that God got me tending to. So I just be feeling like, and y'all think I'm finna tend to y'all stuff too? I mean, they look down on me. They think I'm beneath them. So of course they feel like, oh, she gonna work for us. She gonna do it. No, I'm not. Absolutely not. Not by choice. It's not my will. You know, I gotta submit. I choose to submit to the will of God, but I'm not gonna do that with y'all. Anyway, yeah, just the sound of that. We pray and then we just get up and we go face the day. I love it. And it's not even facing the day. You just live like that was such a beautiful thing, the way he explained it to me. And again, I haven't talked to this guy since what's that? It was October. It was right before his birthday, October of 2019. He just stopped talking to me. Mind you, he operates in power now. He operated in power. Sometimes, probably dark power, and other times, he tried to do right, and it was powerful. So even if I don't communicate with him like that, I'm not gonna say he can find me. I'm just gonna say he could definitely find me in the spirit. I know he could, but I ask God to I don't even gonna say keep me hidden. I'm just saying, Lord, watch over me and keep me. Because I actually cared for this man too. I was not in love with him, but I definitely loved that about him. The prayer, oh God, and the way we connected. Like, it was amazing. I'm not gonna sit here in front on that. I'm not gonna cap on that. And I did tell, maybe I messed up by telling the boys' dad about that. Because meanwhile, he still had all his other stuff going on. But he gonna try to holler out, yeah, you gonna go over there. And I don't know if he said I was gonna go over there and get killed or something like that. But I definitely had a dream about it. But he said something about you gonna go over there or whatever. Because I was trying to go. I was definitely trying to go to the location that dude was at. That the man was at. It's a beautiful location because it's island type, and to me it's just right up my alley. It's water and and then I have another and I will call this person friend. I have another friend over there, and he's been very friendly and consistent with me. But anyway, okay, I'm gone because yeah, it's just that time.